The new one, part 2 to the last song we did. I don't know if you remember this one. This was the one we did with Mehul. But this time around, I think we're going to be able to have him join us on stream. So that's very exciting news. Alright, so let me pop out the chats. You know how this goes. Just popping them out so I have access. Where's my pop out? There you are. Close that boy down and pop out this one too. Let's take a look, make sure that everything's up and running. And now, well, we're just waiting for the project to start. Oh, here it is. Okay, so I'm gonna start it up. Let me know if you can't hear my voice or anything, but I mean, instantly, this is new. Interesting concept. Okay, I'll work on that in a sec. Right now, I'm wondering why my stream on YouTube's down. Hold on, let's take a look here. Oh yeah, we're live. Alright. Let's take a look again. Oh my gosh, Ariel! Oh, it's been a minute. How you doing? I hope that your life is well. Wow. It's so nice to hear from you. Oh man. That's awesome. Alright, so we got both chats up. Let me get Mehul in as well. Alright. So today we're trying to finish this one up. And I actually came up with a pretty cool idea. So anytime if anyone wants to join in on these streams, all you gotta do is hop into my Discord channel. And I will always be doing the stream live on Discord. So feel free to pop by, hang out. I would love to spend some time with you. And we can chat about the music that we're making, right? Isn't that the best way to do it? Alright, so everything's good at this section here. We're currently waiting for Mehul to come in, but as we do this listen through, we're trying to find there's so many different avenues we can come from, right? Because you could consider this a finished song if you wanted. But as you'll see in just a moment, it's very repetitive. We're gonna hit the loop now, right? We're doing a motion that it's sort of, so this is called a movement, right? We got through the halfway point of the song and then we reversed our way back into the beginning of the song, which is totally fine, but for me that's where variation is key. We don't want to just hear the same thing over and over again. Alright, here we go. Alright, so what are we doing? So the first thought that came to mind right away, definitely we'll try to do some bass variation on this section. And definitely in this section we're going to maybe do sort of a key change. We'll figure that out in a bit. But what I really wanted to focus on right now is this that we put into the... Oh, hello Mehul. Can you... Oh, I guess you're muted for now. I guess we will wait and see. We'll see what you're up to. I mean, I don't know if I'd say it's the new song as much as it's the same song we did last time. But Mehul and I were trying to finish it up. So let's see what we can do. Yeah, that's the plan. And you know, Ariel, if you have the opportunity, you could join us in the voice chat too. I'm just saying, this could be a lot of fun. Alright, so first things first, let's turn down this because it's a cool idea, but it's definitely way overpowering during this section, right? So what I'll do, I'll put it on hold and we'll just turn it down quite a bit. Right, so it's in the back now. We're not trying to really push it forward, and maybe even, yeah, actually at this section maybe I'm not gonna put it on the choir vocal because it's not the right texture. Instead, that we need more of like a celeste or a bell texture. Let's see, maybe what's, oh yeah, that could work. I do love me some Nexus. Let's take a look. Oh yeah, that could do. Now I'm just gonna scroll through and see if there's any other time when this Nexus is used, because it's just kind of sitting there weirdly. It looks like it's not used anywhere. Okay, perfect. Awesome. Okay, so let's mix it. Oh, it's used at the end. Oh, right. Because this is the same. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna make this one unique, this pattern here, so that at the end, that's where variation comes in, and we're gonna pull back into this one. Hey Mehul, are you gonna join me in VC, or are you just gonna listen in? Because you know you could say stuff. I thought that was the plan. Because you can tell me what to do. You know, tell me how to edit it, what we should change. Oh, hold on. Let me fix my audio. One sec. Because I can't hear you yet. Let's try this one. All right. Try speaking? No, I still can't hear you. Okay, in the meanwhile, while I'm working on that, let's get this, this Nexus mixed in. Because it's way too loud right now. But it does bring a good rhythm to it, so I do like that. Okay, so I'm just about to fix the audio. Just give me one sec here, Mehul, because I can't hear you yet. Thank you, Ariel. I appreciate it. You're the best. You're the best, Ariel. Oh, man. It's always nice to hear from you. I hope everything's good with you. We haven't chatted in a little bit, so I'm glad to hear that you're still around and hanging out. So search my Discord audio. Oh, Discord isn't running its audio through. It's running through a different audio device. Okay, so all I gotta do is my audio device to Soundblast using. And that'll do it. You're speaking now? Can you try speaking again so that I can see if this fixed the problem?
Hello?
Yeah! Hey Mehul, it's so nice to see you. So hello,
hey.
Hello Mehul, this is the one that I'm collaborating with. This is Mehul. He's the one who gave me this idea. This is his song. So what I was planning to do with you, Mehul, what I really wanted to do, because in case, no one maybe has heard of Mehul yet, but you're actually a really good drummer. You've been drumming for a long time, and I really want to emphasize that on this one. So I was thinking we could get a drum variation, sort of a rock backbeat kind of vibe, starting in the second bit here, maybe the second repetition. So after our first repetition of what I would call the best part of the song, my favorite part of the song, once it ends, maybe we can bring in a drum loop. I'll show you kind of a general rough idea, just so that you can see what it'll sound like. I'll pull in like a acoustic style loop, just a simple loop, whatever, because you're gonna do the better work than this, but this is just like a general concept, right? See, it brings a lot of energy in, and you're gonna do better than this. This is just like, it's robotic sounding, but what you can do, you can bring so much feeling to it, because I was thinking we could do as well. I really enjoy the triplet sound, the 3/4 sound. So let's do it with a ride. Triplet sound. You could pull this kind of thing in too. That one. There we go. Where so this is something, I don't know if you know the artist Tennyson, but Tennyson always does this in his work, or their work, sorry, where they'll have a breakdown where you're changing entirely our measure, right? We're changing into a 3/4 rhythm, and you can think about how we'll change the rhythms on our vocal here too to match it. It just creates a whole new flavor, so that'll be really fun to work with. So that I'm leaving in your hands. In the meanwhile, also welcome Paraguay, eh? Wow, it's so nice to hear from you, and thank you so much for the kind words. That's so
what's up all? I'm here.
Yes, that's right. And once again, you guys can join in too. You just have to hop into the Discord and hop into voice chat, and you can be on this stream right now. We can all have this discussion together, so always know.
Let's do it.
That'll be very fun. Okay, so what do you think, Mehul? The intro's okay? I think the intro's fine, right? We don't really need to do much for
Man,
it.
like whatever you have done, like I literally like love it. So you don't need to like question that.
Oh my gosh, you're
but
too funny, dude.
I mean, yeah, like when the first one you like send the like draft idea,
Yeah.
I was like, man, this track like should be a hit, man. Like that's how I was thinking. But let's hope it will be a hit.
I'm proud of us, dude. I'm proud of what we've accomplished, and we're gonna keep going. This is the start, right? So what you'll find, this is a lower chord right here, chord stack. So generally speaking, your lower frequencies, you don't want to have them wide. You want to keep them centered because this is a frequency range. The lower frequency range doesn't have a lot of room. Why is it called Mehul? Because that's his name.
Oh.
It's just called Mehul at the moment because he's the one who gave me so he gave me this. We started out with we started out with
like
beats.
real, so I
Yes.
mean, yeah.
Oh, of course you're my moderator, Ariel. It's just, I don't know what happened. Maybe you're on a different account, but of course you're a moderator. That's no problem. And same with you, Mehul. But anyway, yeah, so we started out with this beautiful, airy, light, refreshing loop. And he gave me just, this is it. That's the bare bones, right? And then, so the first thing I wanted to do was get a bass variation in there. And that'll...
Yeah, man, like...
Go ahead, yeah.
I just took it, like, I like that loop, like, I had found in my, like, music library. So, I was, like, searching for, like, a good idea, melody idea. And, like, I don't make, like, so much, lo-fi music. But, like, ever since I have met you, I was like, yeah, let's try making new, music.
Right. That's it.
Yeah, so I found a like nice melody loop and like put some drums under it and chords. Like that's all I had done.
Oh, but it's not just that, right? Because as you know, and I talked with Mehul about this, I would never make a song like this, not intentionally, because for me personally, I make it hard for myself. I try to make weird music. But what you did is you found a great way to bridge that classic, catchy vibe with what I would call like the artificial music thing as well, right? So that's the beauty in it.
Man, I'm like just sorry to interrupt you, but I'm in the like YouTube live chat right now, and Eternity like just said that hold on, I'm just subbing like to my channel, which is like crazy. So I just want to thanks to like for so much support. So yeah,
you guys are the best community. You guys are honestly,
yeah, man. Like your like audience is damn good.
So thankful, dude. Every single day, so thankful to know you guys and to be part. We've built each other together. You know what I mean? Ariel, like without you, you don't know who I'd be. Without you, I needed all of. I'm so thankful for everything. What we've done together. And there's no stopping now, right? This is just step one. We gotta keep going and never get complacent either.
Yeah.
So here we are. Speaking of not getting complacent, this section is nice. It's very full right now. So what I'm thinking, we're actually gonna sparse it out. I'm gonna get my main synth. Let's see what happens if we take that out. See, that made a lot of room. And so what we'll do, we'll take it out and we'll bring it in during the second repetition. So now that we're here, I'm thinking we're gonna need, of course, we need a new bit of flavor, right? Something that accentuates the feeling. And I'm thinking it'll probably be best if we get a piano in there first. That's usually where I'm able to kind of write down my ideas. So maybe like a...
And so like just want to ask you, so like how much is the song left, the track is left,
So as we said, technically speaking, this could be done right now. You know what I mean? Like we could release this right now. But it's just up to the artist to determine. And I was thinking, as soon as we get those drums from you. So you're saying, are you able to record the drums today, or what? Can I convince you to try it? Try to record those drums for us?
I mean,
That'd be so cool.
like, I will try my best though, but I don't think so. It's like possible right now.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
But I mean, yeah, sorry for the not doing it today, but
No,
I'll
no, this is
definitely
last
like
minute.
it tomorrow and like finish it off.
No, dude, take your time. There's no rush here. No rush. You've made it clear that you don't have any rush for me, and I have no rush for you, and it's all good. It's all good. Take your time, whatever feels natural. That's what's most important. So we were saying we were gonna do. What was it?
I mean, also like, can you like send me a reference, like how you want, like there are many, rock, drum groups which I can play.
Hey man,
but, I mean,
you gotta give yourself more credit. You made this song, dude. Just do what feels natural. I promise you, it's gonna be beautiful. Just what you're gonna want to do. I can even give you a version of it without the drums on it. That might help you a little bit. I'll take the drums off, and then you can just rock out to it. Feel what feels natural, what feels nice, and that's how we do. That's what we do. Okay, so this one I'm also gonna
okay
put a
then.
little bit of
I will try my best though.
Yeah.
Like you can send it with the drums, like full track, and just leave the section like where you want the drums, and I will like do something on the drums. So yeah.
Deal. That sounds perfect. Also, welcome Low Sanity. You got it. New song. That's right. We're working on this one, and you know what? I got a little sneak peek for you guys too. I have something that I've been working on that I think you'll really enjoy. So we'll take a look at that after. But right now, I'd say everything up to this point's good. This point's fine. Maybe a melody, but since this is for audio library, I was thinking no need for a melody. But here we go. So here's the first repetition. During this repetition, maybe we want to put in, where is it? The do 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 do. Because what I was thinking, or is it in this section? No, it is in this section. Okay, so I'm going to be putting something sort of with a bell type texture. I'll show you exactly what I mean. We're gonna grab a Nexus, and we're gonna pull out. Let's start out with a harp. Harp is always a good way to go. And what I love about Nexus is that spread button. You can do a lot with that because a lot of this stuff exists in the stereo space. We're not even aware of what we're doing. But what I can do, like just as a rough example, I'm gonna polish it in a sec here, but the rough example is something like this, right? Right? Something like that. But the only reason why this doesn't sound quite right yet is it needs to have that, like this is a cute layer, but this layer is missing a certain level of high-end texture. You see, now it's getting closer to that texture that punches through, and that's the goal here. So generally the way I'll get it though is I'll use a harp layered with a bell. Now this project is taxing to my computer, but let's give it a shot with Omnisphere, because that's a bit of a heavier plugin, but let's give it a shot. I'm gonna pull out a bell from here. Just see what we got. Just pull this one up and then do the same little. Oh yeah, that's not what I meant at all, but see, this is where you just run with it. I didn't mean this at all, but that sounds really cool, so I'm just gonna go with it, and maybe put a light crush on it to get more toward the texture I'm after. Oh, that's cool. Okay, so we'll do that at the end. We'll get another crush. And you know what, Mehul? If you have ideas, just shoot them at me. Like, this is how we did it in the past, making the best song I've ever made. It's called Rainy Days. I'll show you that in a little bit too. That was made by YouTube. Like, you guys, like, my idea was rough, and then the little things that you suggested really elevated the sound to a grave degree, and that's what this is about.
I mean, like, I just suggested what I felt, but
right.
I have like not much experience in making like music. It's just like 1 year, and I mean, like, you have like more experience than me, so I just like suggested you what I felt at that time. So yeah.
Well, I appreciate it. You're the best, man. So right now, what I noticed is this bell is taking up too much space now. So what we could do, as you see, as we lower the release on it, oh, we'll keep the low end release because the low end release is pretty tasty. But see, the high end release was taking just too much space, so we'll lower it until the point where it's just the bell you're really trying to hear, right? It's just a pluck more than anything else. And now if we layer it once again with our beautiful little harp here, this is where now, to me, it sounds very robotic because it's just automated. I didn't actually draw in the rhythm or the movement here in the notes. So that's what I'm about to do now, is I'm going to take off that automated bit, pull out the bell, and we're going to think about, you know, which notes we're intentionally placing every note, right? So let's try a triplet sound, see what that sounds like. Something like that, right? And all I'm doing is just following the movement here. And it could come out sounding terrible, don't get me wrong. I have no clue what I'm doing. But this is creative direction. We just do what feels right and hope that it works out. More or less, really. So let me... okay, let's see what... Oh, that's a little mystical. Okay. That's different. That's not... That's like... I'm sounding... It sounds like Harry Potter or something to me. It sounds unique, and that's pretty cool. I like...
Yeah.
I like doing weird stuff, and that's why I suck as well. Is I like the weird sounding music, but it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's called artistic integrity. That's also important. Okay, I'm nearly done with that rhythm, and then we'll hear it in the actual mix. But this is where you come in, Mehul, because I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. Is it Mehul? Have I been saying your name wrong all this time? Please let me know. I want to say your name right for sure.
It's actually like Mehul.
Mehul. Mehul.
Yeah, it's also like your accent is different, so like you pronounce like in different accent, but I think it's fine. Like
no, dude, it's really important. It's really important to me. So I'm glad that you shared that. This way I can get the right. That's important. Okay, so here we go. So yeah, Mehul. So, the next step. Yeah. Would be, if you hear the rhythm, I'm trying to move it into that triplet direction, right? That we discussed. I don't know what you can possibly do with that. Also, it's too long. Hold on, these are too long. These are way too long. They need to be short.
But by the way, like I can't hear like what you are. I mean, you're playing in the FL Studio.
Okay, let me share my audio too for you. That'll work.
Okay, yeah, now I can hear.
Oh, already? I haven't even done it yet. Okay, there we go. I think you should be hearing my audio now, though, right? I guess you let me know. Let me know. In the meanwhile, thank you, Ariel. I don't do a lot of work to kind of get my music out there, like pre-save links and all that jazz, but I should get on that. But I probably won't. I'm kind of really privileged here. Really privileged.
I think I still can't like hear.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Or wait, let me just join from YouTube. I guess then from I can hear.
Yes, let's do that. That's a good idea. We'll just go through the stream. That's the cleanest way to do it. I agree.
Yeah. So I'm actually on my phone right now. So it's like little bit off there, but I can like manage. I will try to manage.
It's positive vibes, Ariel. You get it. You get the positive vibes. Just sharing them to the world. Alright, let's see this. This harp is missing something. Oh, it's the release. There's so many little things.
Now I can hear.
Oh, fantastic. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So now it kind of sounds like Zelda, and I wanna exaggerate that a little bit. So I'm gonna actually remove this rhythm we've created. Let's see. Oh, what we'll do actually, we'll take it out just for a sec. We'll take it out for the first bar. And then we have to introduce our piano. Is that not what I thought it was going to be?
Hey, Ariel,
Yes.
right?
Oh.
Like, yeah, just a second. But like, wanted to, just, share with you, that I want to like go out.
You're going to go out?
Yeah, so I have like some relatives come over my home. Like I told you, right?
That's right.
So, yeah, we are, planning.
Okay, yeah, no, you can feel free to come and go as you please. Absolutely, dude. This is, I'm glad you even popped by. Like, this, I can imagine this is probably a little odd. But I appreciate you hanging around.
Hey, it is all good. I really enjoy.
Alright, that's what I'll do. I'm gonna do I'm imposing.
Yeah, I really
on
enjoy like when you talk with me or do the stream and I can join. So yeah.
Well, you know what? It's every day. Every time I ever stream, you can always come up.
Hey, thank you so much, man.
So that'll be an F followed by.
Yeah.
And then okay, so an F followed by. Yeah, and once again, anyone here who ever wants to contribute in that way, please pop by, because your help is invaluable to me. It goes both ways. You might enjoy hanging out, and I'm so happy to provide what I can. And then additionally, you're making this song too, We're all making it together. We're all kind of sharing in this process here. So this one probably rhythmically, let me see. So we go from the D to the G, and the G actually, this is the full movement, so we're gonna just go. What if we move into G as our key? No, that's not the right move. So we'll do G. Right. So we keep the G chord. Oops. We're keeping the G chord, but we're just moving our bass and our melody down to the F. Let's try that. And then this F chord, we need to definitely move down to the E major. Not major, actually. It's going to be, sometimes you want to leave context out. So let's try this instead, E7. Yeah, that's better. Because I don't want to lock in the major here, because the whole point to what I'm doing, I'm trying to create variation. I'm trying to get as far away from where we started as I could. So if I keep playing those same chords, it's fine. Once again, the song was already done, but for me, that's my goal, is to continue developing the song, right? Instead of getting sort of complacent with the direction it's gone in. Okay, so what is this? An E chord. So we went D into G into E, right? But we could do E major instead. Let's see what that sounds like. No. So it's gonna be E minor, but we're gonna remove our 5. We could make it an A. So A feels more natural there, because this is an A, or this is an F chord actually. So yeah, A would be a perfect reharmonization. So that's what we'll do. Tritone harm. Okay, and then this part, obviously we got to keep it in line. Now, once I'm done this part, I'm gonna actually take it off of a piano, because we already have a piano in the song. Maybe we should just go with major to start. Major to minor. Major to minor could work. Oh, that's a texture. Okay. And yeah, so this will be much more subtle. Right now we're just in the stage where we're trying to hear what we're doing, so we have everything very loud. But when we actually get to the stage where we're mixing it in, this shouldn't be so noticeable as much as it should just evoke a feeling from the listener. That's the goal, right? All right, let's see. Dun, dun. What if I move the D down to like this? D probably could work. Let's see. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah. And then we're moving to the E. Do, 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 do. Wow, so we could make the A, so in this key right now, A minor is the right note, right? Right chord. But it kind of sounds nice moving to the major. So what do you guys think? I can't, okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna play the song twice. Whoever's around, if you could help me out here, we're gonna have two listens throughs here. I'm gonna loop it once and loop it again. The first loop, we're talking about keeping this A chord, where is it? We're gonna keep this A chord as is for the first loop, right? Oh, is that it? Yeah, that's it. Or it's this one. We're gonna keep it as is, and then on the second loop, I'm moving these two up to the sharp. That little movement. So we're looping it. We're gonna do two loops. Let's see. Whoever's around, just let me know what you think. If you are capable of casting judgment here, I'd love it. I'd love what you gotta say. So let's see. So that's in key, and don't worry about the next part. That part was a little weird. So that was in key, followed by this version, which is out of key now. You know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking let's just do both, because it's sounding good but not at the start. So what if we started on a C? Let's take a look. Maybe we start on the C sharp instead for the shock factor and walk our way down. Let's try that instead. Okay, that's pretty good. The only thing is, obviously, this section is odd, and even this is still a weird movement. So, maybe I'll just keep it major. Okay, so what I'm gonna do in order to really understand if this is the right move, sometimes since I have so many notes that are sitting outside of that new development we just made, I now need to rein it in and find those ones and bring them into the right chord. It's a lot of them because I have a lot of different layered ideas. So let's see what that sounds like. That's not so bad. That's not so bad. I'm gonna change my instrument over. Also, let me see, is Mehul still here? Mehul? No, he left. Okay, well, it was so nice having him around for that short period. So let's take a look here. Oh, you're here, you're here. Hey, Mehul, it's nice hearing from you. Okay, so this definitely, let me try layering it first with something sort of synthy, something that will fill a lot of space, because I can't quite hear it right now. So I want to hear it better so that I can understand what I'm doing right or wrong. So I'm going to pull out maybe this one. This one's kind of cool, but not quite. Maybe I'll do like a brass. Let's try brass. Yeah, that's good for now. Oh, welcome back then. It's nice seeing from you, hearing from you. All right, so let's see what's going on. Yeah, I think instead of a full major, we're doing a bit of more of a diminished chord. Let's see. Let's take a look here. Oh no, it's now become a D sharp minor actually. That's really interesting. That's a bit cheesy, but since it'll be in the back, it's not so bad. Let me see. Oh yes, I have Nexus. I use Nexus all the time. Growing up, they all told me that Nexus was ugly and terrible, but I needed it. I needed Nexus. Nexus is a big part of my creativity. It's in every one of my songs, you know. Oh, that's pretty cool. Let me try that. Oh, that's subtle. It's so cheesy. It's so cheesy. Yeah, we gotta just move down to that. I don't think we can go with the D sharp. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Okay, the cheesiness has been removed. It's been eradicated. Now I'm thinking if we run this expand here, this synth. See, it's so peaceful and calm, but I kind of want to bring a little bit more grit to it. And my go-to for that is always using a crush. Something like that, right? See, it adds a lot of texture to it and a lot of flavor. But another thing that's missing from this one is... let me see here. Oh, it's just one, eh? Okay, the crush isn't doing it. I'm gonna try another synth. The synth is not quite hitting the feeling that I'm after. Oh, that's better. Yeah. That's more in line with what I'm after here. Okay, so let's take another listen through. See what's up. All right, so this is Mehul. I'm so in need of your drums. Your drums are gonna absolutely elevate this. So when you get on that, it's gonna be fire. But for now, I think I'm gonna actually get rid of this walk. Yeah, the walk was nice, but it's just too cheesy. I do like it though, so what I'll do, in my chop vocal here, this instrument, the one that sounds like a little voice, what I'll do is that's where I've already done it. Yeah, see, that's where I'll implement the C. Instead of putting it on my lead instrument, my lead chord stack, I'll do it with all the other instruments in the back, so it's not so noticeable, but instead it's just this sort of background element. I think that's gonna help a lot. And now we went from our A chord to kind of a boring C chord here, so I kind of want to make this C chord a little bit more interesting. What about... I could minor it. That's pretty left field. It's pretty odd to go minor here, but let me see how well that translates. Oh yeah, that's the move, okay. And then what is this, an F chord? And then... it's too diatonic as well. F minor? Let's start from the top. Oh shoot, so we go from that chord into what is that? B, E, G major. So we're doing an E major, probably. Bam, that's our movement. So this is part 2. To the loop there, or that part of the progression, we're doing a bit of a walk downward for a bit. That's pretty close, but something's wrong here. So, there we go. We needed a B, I think. I can't hear the B though. So let me put it on the piano too. Oh, was I editing the piano? No. So, oh, there we go. Like, I really like that as a melody cue. So maybe I'm queuing up for a melody here. Let's get an instrument that we can lead with. I'm gonna pull out a Nexus and maybe go with my tried and true. This is, if you know my music, you know this lead because it's in everything. It's my secret sauce, actually. This lead. No one, people have told me they love the sound design on it, and it's just Nexus. Okay, let's listen. Let's see what we can do. Yeah, that's it. So you go, it's so loud, and it's also 1 octave too high. So let's try that again. Boom. We gotta turn it up more so I can hear it. And that's where it'll cut. Do, do, do. So we'll take that off of 116. No, I'll do like 116. Just have to lower the attack a little bit. Or rather increase. That's closer. So and that part, definitely the movement has to slow. We can keep it, but maybe something like that. Yeah, that's better. And then I'm gonna need another instrument here. We'll do another Nexus because my computer's dying. Something plucked maybe. Ethnolate will do. Yeah, something like that. Do 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 do. Do do do. What was that melody? Do 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 do. Something like that. Oh yeah, alright. So this is kind of, now once again we're putting these much further back in the mix than they are now, all of these new ideas. And we're gonna run them all through the low pass, which is getting sidechained. Perfect. So what is it? Yeah, it's that piece too, right? Is this one already sidechained? No, and no. Okay, so all 5 of these instruments are going to route only to my sidechain low pass. Alright. And then additionally, I really want to do a bit more with the panning on this vocal thing. Let's see. Okay, so then I think all that remains on this section here would be getting his drums in. And then at this section, I'm thinking we just cut the bass for a sec. Something like that. Let me try that. Alright, so let's move forward from this section for now. I'm going to do a full listen through, and then another thing we had to do was work on the variation for the part after this. So intro is looking pretty good. This next is definitely has to run through our low pass. That's a little better. That's close. So now we have the new rhythm at the end, but it's being used to great effect as a motif. That means we're repeating it throughout, but we're building upon it. Well, you don't have to build upon a motif, but that's what I'm doing in this case. Now this part here, nah, I'm leaving that part as is because that part's done. So what I just noticed is just how much presence this synth has. I like the high brightness of it. That's really powerful. But what I don't like is just how much it overpowers the mix. So what we do in that instance, we actually widen it a lot more, so there's more room for it in the stereo space than there is in the mono space. We turn it down a lot, and actually my original harp, I'm just gonna replace it with something else because it's not quite doing what I want. So let me just try to find something that maybe fits the style better. Maybe a guitar. Something like that. Welcome. Thank you for the emojis. I appreciate it. Oh yeah, that saturation sounds good. Holy smokes, it's so messy. I love messy. It's so good. Okay, so this part is kind of carried by two things. We need to move the melody because the repetition definitely doesn't suit the melody. And then Mehul's drums are gonna make a big difference. So, okay, let me start with. In this section here, we're gonna probably go for. I'm thinking maybe more. There's so many directions we can go in. Okay, let's pull out an X-band and just noodle for a sec. This is just to get those creative ideas flowing. Let's see what we can do there. So yeah, I'm gonna put a melody in for sure. I think this is just an easy way to get some movement that feels new, even if it's like a soft melody. Although maybe I think I'm more in line with something buzzy. So let me turn it down a bunch. Let's see. Okay, yeah, that's a really easy thing. Now, the only bit is finding the right. Definitely it's gonna be probably a sax could sound good with that kind of thing. Something percussive maybe. An organ. I mean, I suck with organs, but let's try that. Alright, yeah, that's easy. Let's go with that. Turn it up a lot. Okay, so and then I gotta make room for the new melody that comes in. So we'll start out. Okay, here's what we'll do. We're gonna get this same organ. We're gonna just distort it very lightly, like maybe with a free clip, just to bring out a little bit of power. Maybe I'll draw it in. I'm just noodling at this point, so I think what's best actually, because whenever I improvise in a melody, it's always directionless, so I'm gonna try drawing it in and hope that gives me better control. So let's see. Yeah, that's the movement. Okay, let's record that in because I don't know how to draw that. So it goes. Oh, funky. Something like that to start us off. And I think so we get, and even before that, transition in. Yeah, something like that would be a good transition into the organ section. Now, mind you, I'm so bad at playing organs, but I'm glad to have this opportunity to give it a better shot, because they sound so good, but I'm just like so insecure about my organs. That should do, right? Let's take a look. Oh yeah. Imagine with Mehul's drums on this. Oh my god, I can't even think. Right. It's too slow, right? Yeah, we can do this movement after, but first, let me move this over, do-do-do-do, do-do-do-do, and then you do it. So it's gonna loop once. Something like that. da 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 da. Maybe it's gotta go do 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 da do da. Maybe up there too. Oh yeah, same rhythm but up, starting from the E. Maybe that'll be our chord. Okay, I get it. I get what I'm supposed to do. So that movement I was originally drawing in, we just do a little bit of tweaking. Let's try that. There it is. So we're repeating the rhythm. And then we're moving this one up to say something like that, where you're kind of like, I'm just trying to do what I hear what I hear the organs that I like doing. I do da do do. Do da do do. So it's gonna be 6 beats. Keep this one maybe for 3 of them. Do da do do. Oh shoot, that's wrong. Do do do. Da 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 do. So. Whew. Jeez. Oh my goodness. I've never played organ a day in my life. Do da do. Da da. Thank you so much for still being around. I really appreciate it. With the emojis. Let's go. So I realized when I did this first half that it's probably best for me to work at it in pieces. So now I'm just doing the top melody first in the roughest way, and then I'm gonna put some humanization on it, you know? Whoa, okay. Something like that easily. Yeah, there we go. So I'm doing a lot of stuff here that maybe you can't hear, but I'm looking at the chords and I'm trying to design my melody not just around the chords. So that's where we're starting, but I want there to be so much fluid movement that the chords don't seem stagnant. I don't want the chords to even feel like they're chords. Obviously they are, but the movement, even in the melody, like this is what an organ does very well, and this is what I'm learning now, is it can really change the feeling of the space, right? Okay, so now I gotta do some rhythmic fanciness here. And then what was the thing I did here? It's hard to come up with chords underneath for this part. And then we just do the same thing, but with the D down an octave into that. I don't see, once you get too low, it loses meaning. So maybe we'll move the C up an octave. How about that? Let's try that. Oh yeah, that's what I needed. Okay, and so now we can actually bring it up to the C. Perfect. That's what I wanted. Okay, so how do you do rhythms with an organ? I wish I knew someone who played organ. So what if for this one we go, like I'm trying to think of what does the organ player do in this circumstance? If they're trying to play these chords, what are their thoughts? Oh, that's a different feeling. Oh, try that maybe. And then we do the same feeling for this part, but with 3 instead of 2. And then oh, it's all turned down. Okay, let me just fix the velocities. The melody gets a little lost here because of all the rhythms. So let's lengthen. Yeah. Which one of these is taking over? Maybe it's the G. I think I want the G. I'm finding that with an organ, dissonance is so powerful. Yeah, there it is. And have it walk down. Parallel movement. Do. Do the that kind of movement, right, where we're walking our way down. So, just out of curiosity, if there is loop, what does that sound like? So all it needs to do is really lose that high-end stuff. So all I did there is I made a lot of space for the new melody that comes in. So let's pull it back and take a look at how we can make this a little better. First thought is probably some distortion, right? I feel like I want it to scream a little bit, you know? Okay, so to start, let me see what I can do with maybe like an OTT and a fab filter. So the OTT's purpose is really to pull out the quietest parts of the sound. So let's see what it does. The OTT adds the distortion that I don't want, so we're gonna scrap that idea, and we're gonna try just increasing the brightness instead. And then in this section, we're moving the bass line. From this movement, I wanted to try something a little different. So, is this a unique? So we're gonna loop it. We're gonna try to find out how we can change the bass line in such a way where it sounds completely different now. Let's see. So what about do 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 do? Do do do. Do 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 do. And then the same sort of rhythm going on with this piece, but just moved up. Oops, moved up to here, I think. Right? That's fine. Something like that, and then additionally I just want to double check something here. Okay, there's a chord there that it just is not gonna stay. There's a chord there that's really bad. There's a confliction here because in my new melody I'm doing a C sharp, and I wanted to keep as much of the C's as I could, but it's looking like one of these pianos here. It's the bass. It's the bass. What's going on in the bass? Oh wow. Okay, so we got to move our basses up. Maybe this. We'll see what we'll do. Oh shoot! What piano? Oh, that's a beautiful E piano. I love that. Oh my gosh. Let's try that now. Oh, it's because there's no kick there. So in this section, maybe I'll take the bass out because that'll give me a bit more room sonically to work with here. Oh, hello, Himanshu. It's been a long time. I'm so glad to see you around. So we will do the walk down actually, but only kind of maybe in the bass side of things, because right now it's just so dissonant and messy. And I know I love my dissonant and messy, but it's just a little bit too much. So let's try that instead. Is this my piano? Okay, and see, there might be clipping too, so let me just double check what's going on here. Yeah. Oh, no clipping. It's just a lot of overlapping frequencies, so I'm just gonna try to work on that for a sec here. With all my new instruments, let's take a listen again. Okay, we're gonna go one instrument at a time and find out what's causing this sound. Okay, so it's my main piano is doing something odd here. So let's take a look at my... Ah! There it is! So, oh no, this is a different key. Yeah, it's over here. So let's see. Let's listen to this chord soloed out. What's it doing right and what's it doing wrong? So it sounds good. It's very intentionally harsh. So I'm thinking, oops, what did I do? I went into the wrong, okay, there we go. Yeah, if we take out the G, it leaves a lot more room. And then the other bit is these velocities can be a little bit much. Let me see, the G was one of the louder ones, I think. No, it wasn't. Okay. So let's turn down the bass just a touch and remove the G. Let's try that. It's just such a melancholic chord. Try that maybe? It loses soul. What I'm thinking is maybe across the board we can just turn it down. That could be a good move. Maybe like that. Something a little softer. Yeah, it's a little bit less noticeable now. Okay, so what I'm doing differently now is I'm leaning into more of like an airy element to this chord progression, as opposed to it being so low end heavy, and that's helping. And to exaggerate that further, I think I'm gonna remove some of these bass elements here, because it was just everything was stepping on itself. So let me, oops, I'm muted. Let's try that. Okay, so do. That's pretty cool. And then in my drums, actually, at that section, I kind of wanted to do a double kick. So just put a kick that exaggerates the new note I'm putting in here. Didn't I have some of my own? I guess this is. So it needs a lot more in the high end rhythmically. It's missing a lot rhythmically right now. And so that'll be Mehul's strength, is bringing some rhythm in here. So I'm gonna try my best to leave it alone. but do it in triplets maybe. Triplet, do. Fine. Okay, so we're nearly, we're working through it. We're working through it little by little, taking small steps, chiseling away at this gigantic project. But let's take a listen. Just keeping our ear out for any mixing cues. You know, I was gonna put a variation in this outro, but it's actually pretty convenient to me. I'm thinking of actually just fading out because it feels just right for the song. You know that feeling when sometimes you're chill with kind of leaving it. So what I will do though, because this current noise is maybe a touch loud. Sweet, that's it. It even ends at the right spot. Maybe turn it to about that length. Okay, so what we'll do here, because we kind of have done a pretty great overview during this hour and 40 minutes, so I'm gonna take a listen through, and if there's any big things I need to change, I will make that happen. But it's looking like we're coming to the end of this part. So let me pull up my. Let me low pass this even further because this is way too much. That's better. And turn down a little too. And then for some reason I really want to do the silliest thing here, but let me see what happens if I try it. I'm gonna do what's called a filter sweep. So we have a high cut here, something like that, right? Yeah, I know it's so cheesy, but this is the name of the game. Sometimes you gotta be a little cheesy. Notes and automation. Okay, let's try it again. Let me try it again. I didn't quite like that movement, so let me try one more time. I'm gonna start it a little earlier. Nope, still not doing it. Too subdued that time. Almost, I just didn't go down far enough that time. Okay, that'll do, and then I can even automate it out and hope that doesn't create too many phasing issues. Let's see. Single curve. Now record. Oh no, it recorded into path 3. Okay. That's problematic for me for a variety of reasons. I wonder if I can undo it. Okay, I can. Perfect. So if it's going to want to record into a pattern, let's make it a pattern for it to record into. Say pattern 15 for my automation. Alright, let's try that one more time. Let's see. Perfect. Alright, so this is looking pretty good. What I'm going to do, I'm going to export this one as is. And then I'm going to also export the version of it for Mehul. So that version will have no drums on it. Let's see. Let's see who has stuck by my side during this very silent period. How do I do that? Click that button, probably. Let's see what's going on. What's going on over here? Oh. We're all alone. I'm all alone making my music. Just the way we do. Alright, so there's part one, and then let's also export the version without the drums. And I believe that means muting just one track, right? It's just this track. Let's see. I think so. Okay, so there is the drumless version. Go for it. Excellent. Okay, so while we're waiting on that, let me see if I can try to get one of these songs I'm working on. Let's see if I can try to get it to play. So I can't get the audio to work yet, but as soon as this export finishes, let's throw that part on. Okay, so there's a new song I'm working on, and I would love it if you guys took a listen. Hold on, cancel. I have to reapply that, save it. So let's see if I can switch over to a bit of a desktop view instead. Oh, there we are. Hey guys, it's just this song. Give you a little sneak peek, and then we'll call it quits once this one's done. I'm sorry, I really am, for what turned this beautiful relationship we had into a mess. We progress to success, and yet it feels necessary to confess my regrets. As a creator, I failed you time and time before. Founded my nature in prayer, but by my divine in war. As we fought, I reminisced about what I thought I'd missed. The love that we shared and how easily it got to my head. In the end, instead of loving you, I idolized the person you were. I said nothing of your perfection because all these rules meant becoming lost by your eye and trapped on my own. Because no more would you cling to me to feel like you've grown. I'd be replaced by someone who was better than me. Eventually came to reality to find that it was over, so now we could both see that it came around so quickly that I forgot to give you that special key to your passion and hope and desire and love, and how your staggering beauty floats so high up above. Now here we are, no moving back or stopping time. The flow of life is not merely a pointless one-way ride. You've got to rise up and find your reason for growth. Learn to see the beauty I saw in you on your own. I assure you this quest will not be easy or free, but you'll learn about who you want to be and how you plan to get there, because the most important thing is building these goals and then proceeding to bring yourself closer and closer to a future you desire. I'll be trying to during every step as we float higher, and when we collide at long last our lives may entangle and bring us together one last time. Find
I can just feel balanced and once alright. I miss you.